Tell us about this event and why it's so important.
Okay. The reason we're doing this tour is we're very proud of our city. Pasadena has actually produced more affordable housing than most of the cities in this area. And many of the cities are facing the same crisis that we are facing when it comes to housing and homelessness. So we decided to invite the leaders from the San Gabriel Valley to come here to Pasadena and see for themselves how the benefits of affordable housing and supportive housing for people experiencing homelessness.
It's important because affordable housing is a regional issue, and so Pasadena can't solve affordable housing crisis or the homeless crisis by itself. We really need the whole region to step up and to do more, and that has been happening over the last several years, and this is just in that effort to try to keep that momentum going.
I'm a trained teacher. The type of teaching that I've been credentialed to teach is highly interactive. We learn by interaction. We learn by touching and feeling and tasting. You know, we could just send out an article telling about these, but how many people are going to read that? But if you get a chance to get on a bus, hobnob, sit next to a mayor, sit next to a city planner, sit next to somebody living in affordable housing, you begin to have this unbelievable dynamic of people coming together to witness firsthand what they're seeing, this beautiful affordable housing.
In many cities, decision makers have been influenced by constituents who are very opposed to affordable housing. We felt that if we could reach out to them and enough of them could come to Pasadena and see for themselves the benefits of affordable housing, some of them would go back with a different perspective.
Everything we heard was, wow, we had no idea. You don't want people on the street. That's never a solution. You want people housed. And once they're housed, they have the stability of housing. It's like Maslow's hierarchy. You know, you have the stability of home, and then you begin to work all your issues. And it works. It absolutely works.
A former mayor of our city, Rick Cole, likes to take people down the street and ask them, which of these buildings on this street is affordable housing? Invariably, they pick the most run-down looking place. But in reality, it's often the best looking. Affordable housing comes under a lot of public scrutiny. It has to go through design review, and often the result is a very beautiful building. For example, Marv's Place, it's a beautiful Mediterranean-style villa, and it's actually won awards. In Pasadena, 20% of the labor, contractors, and the materials have to be local. For example, Heritage Square North brought $6 million of investment into our city.
In our city, we have what's called a local preference policy, and the first priority is for those who live and work in our city.
I was homeless for about 5 or 6 years. Yeah, I was pushed out of my place. I had been living there for like 18 years actually, and they raised the rent, pushed me out. I'm so happy that this happened, because if it didn't, I probably wouldn't be here. I had nowhere else to go. I had a full-time job, and it made no sense that I couldn't have a place of my own. And when this opportunity came by, I was thanking God. And if any of you have any questions about having this type of program in your city, don't, because it saved my life.
The next frontier of where we're going to be able to find more sites to address this need that we have for affordable housing, we see congregational land as a great opportunity.
So the Salvation Army has really demonstrated something that we want other churches to emulate, because it is a church that is building affordable housing on their land.
Doing affordable housing is doing what Christ called us to do.
It's a gigantic win.